we have Mr. Eddie Wang, Senior Vice President, Asia South, Region Asia South, Borouge. How do you see India as a market fitting into the Borouge's global scheme of things?
Okay. India, you can see also from the crowd of today's event that is a booming, high growth market. And as Borouge, we are here more than 25 years. And we are also 26 years old company, so we are here in the very beginning. And our commitment to the Indian market has never changed. And especially now when India is growing at a very high speed, and our company, the growth is very in the pivot, in the center of our company strategy as well. And specific for India, our commitment to the market is still there, and we will continue to stick with our company's core belief, which is differentiation at scale. It's not only to bringing the volume to supply the market, but also to help the industry to differentiate, to provide value, provide a solution in different applications. If you look at our Borouge's strong segments, we have infrastructure, energy, advanced packaging, healthcare, mobility, agriculture, and last but not least, in the sustainability and recycling industry. So in all those areas, and today's India's market, the mega trend drives all the activity very much fitting into Borouge's differentiation at scale strategy.
Okay. So as you mentioned, you have completed 25, 26 years here in India. How has been the growth trends in the last 2.5 decades, and what is your expectations from the growth in the coming next 5 to 7 years?
Clearly, the speed of growth is accelerating. If you look at the GDP itself, whether it's 6, 7, 8%, and the polyolefin consumption for the market, typically a couple of percentage higher than that. And we are also experiencing the high demand coming from the customers. But not only the quantity, the volume itself, we also feel that the needs of the solution-driven and the differentiated value needed from the market, driven by the different end consumer or the value chain partners or the export demand driven, are all increasingly. I can give you a few examples. One of the examples is fresh today. I was speaking to one of our customers. They are trying to get into the pipeline business supplying the data center, which is, by the way, one of the mega trend. Also, you can find the reference in the newly printed India budget. Right?
Yes, yes.
So they are trying to supply, but in order to supply the data center, you need to have a dust-free, or the material itself and the packaging and provide the entire system to supply that. And in order to do that, you need the material that which we supply to be first time right and to have a longevity so that you don't need to swap in and out to destroy the value. So that is the market needs. Just one example, we feel that differentiation, quality, appreciation, the solution provider becomes more and more important in the Indian market. And that also drives our activity, drives our strategy to service the market.
So if you see, Borouge has been on the expansion spree. It has been diversifying its product portfolio and getting to the different markets. So do you think that the way you are expanding, the market has such sort of demand?
That's a very good question. We are a very fast growing company. Over the last 25 years, we basically 11-folded our, from initially 450,000 tons of capacity to 5 million today, and then our Borouge 4 is towards the end of the year, we are going to add 1.4 million tons of capacity, become 6.4 million in total. So the speed of our growth is very fast. And India's growth is clearly one of the important markets that's going to absorb those growth demand in the different segments. I have the full trust and the belief that the Indian market, that the tomorrow's growth will continue to matching what our growth ambition is. And this growth ambition is, again, is not only on the volume itself, but also on the diversification and the increase of the applications. And for example, the newly added capacity we have will largely also supporting the India's agriculture demand, which is the PE film that we are supplying to the markets. And some of our XLPE2 is also our the Borouge 4 project will largely support India's needs and demand for energy transition, the clean energies, the expansion of the grid, the grid strength of to supply the electricity to the household. So these are very matching, our company's growth very matching what the Indian market can take.
Growth. If you see, Indian market is growing very fast, and most of the global players are expanding their presence here in India. What is Borouge's strategy on the expansion front in India?
We are expanding as we go. For example, if you look at our commercial organization's footprint, today we have a large office, home office, a headquarter office in Mumbai, and we also added a few years ago a Delhi office to add the footprint. We also, as we grow, we will have a home base in the different parts of the India to be closer to the customer. Not only on the commercial front, we are also looking to the expanding our logistic footprint. In this Plus India, we are going to inaugurate the opening of our Chennai warehouse, which is the first logistics center. We partner with the DP World to supply southern part of the India. Not only to add a logistic hub, but also open the possibility in the future to service a small to medium-sized customer in the local currency capability. So, but this is only a start. Our footprint expansion, both in commercial and the logistic, will expand as we grow.
So you have been very aggressive on R&D front.
Yes.
Like taking a lot of initiatives on innovation. What are the new products that are in pipeline or you are working on and going to introduce in the next couple of years?
There are a lot, right? I can spend an hour talk about the innovation. We have a very robust innovation pipeline, and we also have a very strong innovation value, which is measured by the new product sales as a total percentage of sales. This has been one of the strengths that the Borouge has. And if you look at the example that we bring to the show this year, and I can give you a few examples. Historically, on the healthcare front, we have been relying on the parent company Borealis to supply the healthcare segments in India. Now India is becoming a very large manufacturing powerhouse for the pharmaceutical and healthcare products, and which is part of the focus on the new budget we just released. And we are very happy that we will be able to bring in both PE and the PP grades, manufacturing innovative grades, manufacturing from our UAE base, Luwais, to supply in the market for the IV bottle and for the 3-piece syringes. This is one example. In advanced packaging, we have grades in the rigid packaging to be better supply the paint pails. Indians like to paint the house in the very different colors and very beautiful colors, and we are in that business as well. Our new grade are able to provide a better the physical property to supply their segments, and also the luggage, right? And in addition to that, on the packaging front, we not only supply the virgin grades for our customers, but also we work with our partners like Pashupati to supply the recyclates in combination with our virgin grades to meet the customer needs and the society needs of using the recycling products. And the infrastructure side, we have our large diameters solution for the pipe, and have the energy grades to supply the energy transition needs for the India market, which requires a higher voltage, the resistance for the insulation materials. So these are just a few examples that I can share with you.
If you say the digital transformation is industry adapting it very fast, how is Borouge going on the digital transformation, applying AI, ML, and different digital aspects to innovate its products and streamline its supply chain?
This is a great question. I can very proudly say Borouge is one of the industry leading company and putting AI digitalization in the forefront of our strategy. It's multifolded. We talked about innovation. In our innovation pipeline, we have starting use a lot of the AI to empower our innovations, speed up our innovations. And in the manufacturing front, and we are using a lot of the sensor digital tools to help us to reduce the energy intensity, increase the first time right, improve the efficiency. And as a matter of fact, we just recently announced that we together worked with Honeywell to develop the industry's first proof of concept, the fully automated AI powered control room. So these are just the examples on the manufacturing innovation side. Commercial side, we are also another example is we have the customer portal that in our CRM system that customers can directly link towards our system to interact with our system to place orders, to have the quotations, to get the immediate response and interaction with our commercial team. So these are the examples that we are at all angles within the Borouge to trying to be empowered by AI to deliver customer value.
Coming to the questions on sustainability, if you see Borealis is quite strong in the recycling and sustainable front. How Borouge is adopting the sustainability initiatives in its manufacturing as well as supply chain delivery?
Yeah, it's also a very good question. On our manufacturing front, we adopt a lot of the sustainable measures to making sure that we produce, for example, reducing the flaring and increase the yield, reduce the energy intensity, as use the renewable energy as our power source, many on that front. But at the same time, on the sustainability on the commercial front, we also work with the customer to provide the sustainable circularity solution for the downstream value chain to reduce the in the circularity we call the reduce, reuse, and the recycle. All these 3 R's to helping our customers to reduce the carbon footprint and can reuse the plastic into the consumer stream.
Where do you see Borouge in India in next 3 to 5 years?
I think growth will continue to be the main theme, and we will keep expanding. And we have the reason to believe competitively we are also in the good position to do so. And I think we are living a very dynamic, highly uncertainty, the world with a high uncertainty. But our team believes that we just need to stick with what we're good at, stick with what is good for the society, for the environment, relying on our strength, which is manufacturing excellence, the differentiation at scales on the commercial front, reliable and resilient feedstock so that we can keep the supply to our customer. And last but not least is the growth mentality within our, I can very proudly say we have one of the best team in India locally to deliver these customer value to the entire our customers and the communities.
Any message would you like to give to the India market?
Well, if you want message, I think to be optimistic. We have a lot of disruption around us, whether it's trade, geopolitical, or the overcapacity handling. There's a risk is always there. But I think if you keep what you are good at it and keep exploring, keep finding and relying on the innovation strength, relying on the approximation to listen to your customer, you will always find where the growth is coming from. Be optimistic, and my optimism of our India market and our India team, our India business is also coming from all this. So I'm optimistic.